Welcome back. Today I wanted to share something that happened to me last Tuesday. Yes, last Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. Who cares? Last week. I went to Marshall's because I needed some stuff. I usually buy my candles there. I get like a really good deal. By the way, just so that you don't waste your time, this is not a makeup tutorial. It's just an experience I wanted to share with you guys. So I go to Marshall's and I get the things that I need and I'm getting ready to pay. And when I'm getting ready to pay, I'm like, they have a whole bunch of like stands right before you go to pay with like all these specials, that's how they get you. But they actually end up having some really good stuff. So as I'm waiting in line, I'm looking down, the shelves and I read very slowly because I want to make sure that I'm actually seeing correctly and reading correctly, that I am retaining this information. I see this. I see a Bareminerals Marvelous Moxie lip gloss. So immediately I say, okay, somebody probably bought this and like maybe they dropped it or whatnot. Like maybe it's defective, and it came here, like they probably used it. Maybe it was a tester. God knows. I thought of so many things. So I go ahead and I pick it up. And when I pick it up, I see that this is a color, Cha-Ching Cherry. I'm like, oh my God, my mom actually wears this color. So I'm like, this is not being sold at Marshall's. So I flip over and wham bam, I see $4.99, a Marshall's tag. A Moxie, let's stop for a second. Let's go back and really analyze what I'm telling you. Bareminerals Moxie Marvelous Lip Gloss that is originally $18 was being sold at Marshall's for $4.99. That's cheaper than when Bareminerals has their random like rush sales. These things are still like $9. I think you get them for like 50% off. Like even in the outlets, you don't get them like this cheap. So I said, okay, no, that's it. This is probably defective. It probably is all used and that's probably why they have it out here. Cause there's just no way that Marshall's is selling Bareminerals. Like I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. So I go ahead and I open it and I'm like, okay, the packaging is intact. And when I open it, it is brand new. No one has used it. And then it hit me. I said, oh my gosh, probably they're now going to start selling Bareminerals at Marshall's. I'm like, this is like a dream come true, So I have proceeded to go into full freak out mode. And I have gotten down on my knees and I have gone waist deep into that shelf. And I have proceeded to remove every single item, shelf by shelf. I am now covered in tons of makeup palettes and makeup products. I have now redirected the line around me. I have let people know, no, I'm not in line. Please go ahead, go ahead. People are looking at me like, what is she looking for? Did she lose something? Are they giving something for free? Is that a good brand? My hair was a little bit crazy. It was caught up in parts of the shelves. I'm describing this to you because I want you to get a full picture of the full-blown freak out I had. This was like, I want you to think of Black Friday, and then I want you to take that to the 10th power. That's how excited I was. If you've ever been to Marshall's or a Ross, you know those white shelves are deep. So I just want you to know that the entire first half of my body, my entire upper body, was in the shelf. I was in there. I needed to know that there weren't any more of these puppies. I needed to know. And if there was, I needed them in my life, because who sees this for $4.99 and says, I don't need it. I don't want it. It's, it's a good deal, but what else? No, you say, they're not going to get me. We're going to check if there's more. But I really needed to be thorough because I wasn't going to leave with that kind of anxiety home. So after I've proceeded to take everything back out of the shelf, of course, as the good Samaritan that I am, I put everything back. One by one, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I put everything back. And then I proceeded with my one Marvelous Moxie lip gloss because there was only one left. What they had was like a bunch of like, I don't know if you guys remember, but for your birthday this year, you got like a free like miniature Moxie Marvelous lip gloss in Rule Breaker. Let me see if I still have it. 'Cause I know I got one this year. Oh yeah. There's a whole bunch of these for like $1.99. But like I have like 3 of these already because since I buy the mystery boxes, they kept coming in the mystery boxes. So I was like, even though it's $1.99, I kind of don't need it because I have 3. So Isabel, it's not really one of your favorite colors. So let's not. So I proceeded to move forward. And I have now joined the line. And as I'm joining the line, here comes another shelf. And when I look down the shelf, something very shiny, silvery, catches my eye. And when I look down, I almost fell on my face. I almost tripped on my own feet, face first into my cart. So as I look down, boom, this is what I find. I know, you're shocked. Imagine I was there. So they said, I can't even because this is so bad. Bareminerals sold this. It was a $60 value. Bareminerals was selling it for $38. This was a special edition collector's item for 2015, I believe, of their original foundation. And I said, maybe it's just everyone's used it. Maybe it's defective and that's why it's at Marshall's. And of course, I bent down and I grabbed it. I didn't go into full freak out because everyone at this point is staring at me. People are concerned. Associates are coming to ask me if everything was fine. And I said, yeah, everything was great. Just wanted to make sure that you didn't have any more of these puppies. Now I know. So I proceed to take this out. Okay. And when I take it out, because I haven't looked at the price yet because I don't want to psych myself out. Because then if it's used, it's fine. So I pull it out. And when I pull it out, it's a little bit stuck. Maybe this is why it was at Marshall's because it didn't have a smooth sliding box. Maybe that's what happened. I will get it out. I promise. I'm struggling with it, but I just want you to know that this was there we go. Brand new brush, which was this is when that brush first came out, the beautiful finish brush. And this was brand new. Okay. I opened it. I inspected it. It was brand new. It even had the instructions in it. And it was in my color. Full freak out once again. The second time. So I said, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to me. Sweet baby Jesus, thank you so much. I don't know. I just went into full prayer. I was so excited. So when I turned the box over, I hope you're sitting for this. That was a price on it, $18.99. Okay. From $38. Okay, to $18.99 at Marshall's, brand new. So I have friends, and because I am a good friend, if my friends were here, they'd tell you how good of a friend I am. I have proceeded to now get on all fours and have started from the bottom shelf up. And I have proceeded to take out every single item of that shelf. Okay, I have now monopolized that entire section of the line. And I have proceeded to see what other colors they had. If they had this and they had this, there has to be stragglers. There has to be more. Like, you're not going to just tell me that this is the only 2 things that made it. Don't lie to me. Don't play with my emotions. So I have proceeded to look for my friend's color. And, okay, I have one of my friends who's like fairly light. She has a very fair skin tone. I have another friend of mine that uses like medium beige. So I have proceeded to take everything out. At this point, these makeup items were a lot bigger, and I am now covered. I am waist deep in a makeup palettes and lipsticks and brushes and everything, but I am still in that shelf. And people have now gotten the gist. They have now gone around me because there was a lot happening. And so I'm assuming the look on my face kind of let them know, don't ask me again if I'm in line because I'm doing something really important. And I can't take my attention away from what I'm doing because I might miss a really good deal. So I look, and they had a couple more that were brand new, but they were only in like their lightest shade. I think it was like a porcelain, if you were like a porcelain skin tone. And they only had one of these in light. So I mean, I also found, if any of you know, like this, Bareminerals came out with this on the go, like concealer, where it was like a tiny gold, like, concealer for your eyes and like a darker one for maybe like a contour kind of thing. And then there was another one that it was a black square one that was a zip around that had like a bunch of powders, like the Mineral Veil, the Ready formula, and it brought like a little kabuki brush. Okay, they had that too. The only reason I didn't pick it up, number one, it didn't have my color, but number two, some moron has proceeded to not only take it out of its packaging and it's now nowhere to be found, but they have proceeded to dig their fingers into this beautiful, beautiful foundation. And then I asked myself, why? Why would anyone do that? If you're going to do a swatch, you kind of just tap lightly. No, this was like they went to town on that foundation. So I have now gone through all 4 shelves. I'm now sweating a little bit. My hair is very crazy. I came in looking normal, and I literally left like if I was at a rehab center, that I just got released from a rehab center. I've gone to the line, and I went and I paid, and I have proceeded to just get in my car and scream of excitement. I was beyond myself that I have now found Bareminerals at Marshall's. I don't know if this is a trend. I don't know if this is going to be like a normal thing. I don't know if like a beauty store went out of business and these were stragglers that weren't supposed to be in the box and made it in the box and they were now at Marshall's. I don't know, but it's kind of like if you go to Marshall's and you find your like favorite makeup brand, whether it be like Urban Decay, you find like the Naked 1, 2, and 3 palettes at Marshall's, brand spanking new for like 60 or 75% off. I know. You would fall on your face too. You would also proceed to get on all fours and go waist deep in those shelves. But anyway, I needed to share this experience with you because I was so excited and I couldn't believe it that I felt like I needed to share this with my peeps, you know? So the next time that you're at Marshall's, keep your eyes open, okay? Because you might miss out on something so cool. I'm just saying. I rest assured, at my Marshall's, there was no other color and there was no other shade other than this one and the 2 other ones that I had told you about. I made sure of that. And because I did, I was able to go home and rest normal, you know, without any anxiety, without anything else, you know. I felt like that was very important. And I was able to relate to my mom, who also wears this makeup, that, you know, it was all good. It was, you know, there was no more colors. There's no need to rush to Marshall's right now. You know what I mean? Because there was nothing left. I made sure of that before I left. Anywho, I hope that you're now like super excited as I am, but I just wanted to share this story with you. I'm glad that everything turned out well for me. I mean, in reality, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I gave this color to my mom because I don't wear such a dark color on a daily basis. Did I need more foundation? Probably not. But when you come across this at Marshall's for $13.99, trust me that whether you need it or not is the last thought on your mind. You grab and go. You grab and go. You grab and go. I mean, when you find a deal like that, you just don't even ask questions. You just do what you have to do. And then if I would have gone home and I would have regretted it, I would have been able to have the option to return it. But if you leave it in the store and then you come home and you're like, man, I should have bought that, and then you go back and then it's not going to be there anymore. That's happened to me one too many times. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed my story. Thanks for watching.